everyone, so today's video is the finale for my Fall For You project pan, and this is sort of in collaboration with a bunch of other creators. A ton of other people are doing this project, so if you're interested in checking all those people out, I will have the playlist with everyone linked down below. But again, this is the finale, and this project did go for, I believe, 3 months. So I'm not sure if they're doing this project again next year, but this was a really fun project. Basically, you pick out a bunch of products that are like some of your favorite products. So I really enjoyed using all these, and some of them I did hit my goal on, but others I came really close or not very close at all. So let's just go ahead and get into the update. So the first product is this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and it looks a little bit different from last time if you've been following along with all of my updates, but I already had panned from the beginning on these two, and my main goal was to finish this one setting powder. And as you can see, I did have to repress it, so there was a pretty big pan going in here, and I found that it was very difficult to pick up product on my brush. So I ended up repressing this, and in the process of repressing it, I accidentally added too much alcohol. So I figured I would just add in some of this because I was also working a little bit on making some progress on this one as well. So as you can see, there's not much left in this pan. But yeah, my goal was to completely finish this, and with the amount of product I used, I mean, I'm not sure if I would have completely ended up finishing this product, but I came pretty close. But so this is one I sort of hit my goal on, but not really, because clearly it's not finished because I ended up having to repress it. But I will keep using this even though it's not in a project, and hopefully I will get this face palette out of my collection very soon. I do really love these contouring and bronzing powders, so I kind of want to just depot them once I finish these setting powders up here. So let me know if you've tried to depot this palette, and I don't know if they're just really easy to pop out, but I think I'm going to try to depot these two after I finish these setting powders. So I didn't quite reach my goal, but I still made a really good amount of progress on this. And if you're wondering, and just because I kept track of it anyways, I did use this 36 times, so that's a pretty good amount of usage. I mean, over the course of like 3 months, so then again, it's also not that much, but I also haven't been wearing makeup very often, so I'm glad with the progress I made on this product. Another product that I threw in here was the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. Now, I knew obviously I wasn't going to finish this, but Physicians Formula is no longer cruelty-free, and I do really love this foundation, but I'm hoping to finish it up some point in the near future and get it out of my collection. But I did make some pretty good progress on this and get a little bit of use out of it. So my goal initially was to use this 25 times, and I actually only ended up using it 13 times, and that is because I don't like to use the same foundation every day. So I did have a different foundation going in another project pan, so I was kind of focusing on that one more and neglecting this one a little bit. And then I finished that one and I was using this one a lot more, but I also wanted to try out some other foundations in my collection, so I didn't end up using this as much as I thought I would, but I still got 13 uses out of it, so at least I used it a little bit. And obviously I didn't hit my goal, but I'm glad that I was able to get some use out of it at least, and I do really enjoy this foundation. Now, one of my favorite products, I think, that is in this project is the ABH Amrezy highlighter. This is one of my favorite highlighters in my collection, and my goal was to use this 30 times, and I was so close to hitting that goal. I used it 29 times, so if I filmed this video tomorrow, I would have hit my goal of 30 uses. But as you can see, there is kind of a little bit, not really a dip, but you can see where I've been using it in the center there, and this is gonna take me forever to even hit pan on. I don't think I'm ever gonna hit pan on this. It's that kind of baked formula, so it's really hard pressed and there's no really kick up in it, and it is the most beautiful intense highlighter. You can also shear it out to be a little bit more natural, but it is a pretty intense highlighter. But I really love this, and I feel like it's just the perfect shade. It's kind of perfect to go with every look. It's not really super cool toned or warm tone. It's kind of that perfect champagne-y color. So this is definitely one of my favorite highlighters, and I'm really happy that I got a ton of use out of it throughout the course of this project. And then the next product that I, again, didn't hit my goal on is this Colourpop Lippie pencil. This was the collaboration with I Love Sarah E, and this is in the shade 951. So this ended up being a lot darker of a lip liner than I thought it was going to be originally, so I didn't make as much progress on it as I would have liked. But I did mark my progress, so here are the lines for that. So here is where I started, and then this was my goal over here, but where that X is right there is where I ended up being. So I'm pretty happy with that progress still, even though I didn't hit my goal. I'm pretty close to my goal, and I don't know how I got that much usage out of it the first month, but I'm really happy with the progress I've made on this, and I have gotten definitely a ton of use out of it. So even though I didn't hit my goal with this one, I'm still really glad with the progress I made, and lip liners are not the hardest product to go through, but they're ones that take a little bit longer to go through, so I'm still happy with the progress I made on this. And then the last product that I didn't hit my goal on was this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade Canes, and it's a really pretty natural peachy pink color. I do have this on my lips today, but I have a lighter lipstick in the center. And I didn't quite reach my goal on this. This was one I did roll in to replace another product, so it came in halfway through the project. So my goal was to use this 20 times, and I did only use it 13 times, which I mean is pretty good considering that I haven't been wearing makeup very often. And yeah, I'm glad with the usage I got out of this. I do really love the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream formula. It's just really comfortable and easy to throw on. So this is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas, and I'm glad I got some usage out of it even though I didn't hit my goal. Now for all of the products that I did hit my goal on. The first one is this NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Angel Food Cake, and my goal was to use this 20 times, and I did hit that goal. And this was one of the more easier ones to hit because I just threw this gloss over whatever lip I was wearing. So it wasn't too difficult to hit that goal, and I'm really glad I got some use out of this. I do really enjoy the Butter Gloss formula from NYX. And then another product that I actually rolled in last update to replace a product is this Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Cinnamon. This is probably my favorite liquid cream type blush, and it's just my perfect everyday shade that I really love. It's just that really warm brownish tone, so I really loved using this. I only made a goal to use it 10 times because it was only in the project for 1 month, so I did get 10 uses out of this pretty easily. I mean, it's really easy just to throw this on even when you're not wearing any makeup, and it just gives a little bit of a flush to your cheeks. So I do really love this, especially for everyday natural days. And then another product I ended up surprisingly hitting my goal on, I was not really expecting it at all, is this Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. So this is like a finishing powder, but I do use it as a setting powder. And there is that little baby pan. So I did stop using this after I hit pan on it, so I didn't really expand the pan very much. But I feel like I could go through the rest of this pretty easily because the pan is pretty thin now. But I wasn't expecting to hit pan on this the day I did at all. And it did take a pretty long time just because I was using a big fluffy brush with this. So I was wearing down the pan pretty evenly. But I do really, really love this powder. This is probably my favorite finishing type of powder, and I will definitely be repurchasing this when I finish it up. Also, it did take me 25 uses to hit pan on this, so I feel like that's a pretty good amount of usage. So I'm really happy with this progress. And then we have a couple eyeshadow products. So the first one is this Baked Browns palette from Dose of Colors, and this is a 5-pan all matte palette, and I'm not sure how well you can see, but there is pan in this cream shade right here. So my main goal was to hit pan in one of these shades, which I did, and I kind of knew it was going to be that cream shade, but I was also working a little bit on this middle shade right here, which is just like a medium brown tone. And you can see there's a little bit of a dip going in there, but I didn't hit pan on it, sadly, because I just kind of used this really lightly as a transition shade. But these powders are pretty like they're pretty powdery eyeshadows, so I feel like this is an easier formula to hit pan on, but I really, really love this palette. I think it's just a staple to have in my collection, and I'm glad I got a ton of use out of it. And then the last product is another eyeshadow type of product. This is from Kaja. This is one of their Trio Beauty Bentos, and this is in the shade Toasted Caramel. So my goal was to use this 20 times because I didn't want to focus just on one shade. I wanted to get use out of all 3 of the shades. So we have a really pretty kind of light champagne color, and then a more medium toned brown shade, and then a deeper toned brown shade. So I really love these. These are the most beautiful, more lid topper shades. You can build them up to be kind of more intense color, but I really, really love these just to pat on the lid over top of whatever eyeshadow I have on. And this is my favorite type of eyeshadow, is kind of those glittery lid toppers. So I really, really loved using this. And again, I did hit my goal of 20 uses, so I'm glad I was able to get some really good use out of this because it is one of the newer eyeshadows in my collection. But that is it for this update and finale of this project. But I really, really enjoyed doing this project with a bunch of other amazing creators, so definitely go check out their videos. Again, I will have that link down below in the description. Also, if you want to check out any of my other project pan videos, I will also have those playlists linked down below. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I do post new videos 3 to 4 times a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.